morning. This is the news.
Right, it is.
To no one's surprise, we'll be talking about immigration.
Yes, because immigration is in the news.
That's right, Tim. The media covers the topic in a variety of ways, depending on region, network, and even language. Today's immigration focus is from our southern amigos in Mexico, coming up to the good land of the United States of America. The openness of our southern border has been a hotly debated topic, made a much larger focus in more recent years due to border control being the main issue under Trump's administration.
Jimothy, what's the 411 on immigration from the South these days?
So glad you asked. The current immigration policy is that in order to enter the country and live here, immigrants must have an immigration visa and a permanent resident card, also known as a green card, which involves several key steps, making it difficult but not impossible to enter the United States. However, nearly 5 million entered the U.S. illegally as of 2017. The debate on the open and closed elements of our borders facing the South with legal and illegal immigrants are the largest debate with regard to how they impact our nation.
Wow, that's wiggity neutral, Jim.
Okay, Tim. Moving on, what are some of the different viewpoints on immigration in the United States?
Well, Jimmy boy, the liberal point of view on immigration is very lenient and more based on the people themselves than numbers or money. In their own words, Democrats believe immigration is not just a problem to be solved. It is a defining aspect of the American character and our shared history, end quote. They believe immigrants are being attacked and threatened by Trump's administration and are aiming to embrace immigrants from all over the world, no matter their background.
And what sources are putting out this viewpoint?
Well, Jim Jam, the main sources are CNN, The Washington Post, and most importantly, the Democratic platform.
And how do we know that they reflect this viewpoint?
Well, looking into more information on each of these sources, CNN has writers and producers with Democratic points of view. They typically go against what the Republicans say, and their reporting favors Democrats and their platform. Now we turn to Slim with the weather.
Hey there, folks. It's Slim here, delivering the latest weather forecast. And today, it looks like there's a chance of rain with heavy border control. Today's conservative media speaks of immigration policy and open borders in a very negative light. News sources such as Fox News, National Review, and Breitbart News, all right-leaning networks, often speak of illegal immigration, and this news is delivered to the audience with negative connotations. They also continue to report mostly negative phenomena surrounding illegal immigrants. Conservatives desire closed borders in order to protect the nation from illegal aliens entering and secure the immigrants that have legally reserved their right to a U.S. citizenship. The right-leaning media supports this through covering mostly news of Trump's administration enforcing stricter border policies, which is believed to be efficient in the matter. Fox News and other conservative sources have repeatedly interviewed Democratic pundits and questioned them on their liberal views towards immigration policy. Breitbart News is an especially right-leaning news source with less of a filter and has fought against the idea of an open border as well as fought with other Democratic politicians in order to point out what they believe is wrong. The conservative media has dominated viewership in recent years, with Fox News taking the lead with almost 1.5 million viewers.
Overall, representation of immigration in the media differs greatly dependent on the source. More conservative sources, such as Fox News, Breitbart News, the National Review, the Federalist, or the Daily Wire, believe that we should control borders and have stricter immigration laws. More liberal sources, such as the Huffington Post, MSNBC, CNN, BBC, or the Washington Post, believe that we should have open borders and be more accepting of immigrants. So, the Berkeley Media Studies Group, also known as the BMSG, is a slightly left-leaning nonprofit whose main goal is to educate younger people on current social issues, immigration being one of the biggest of them that they focus on. So, they did a report where they researched about 2,500 articles about immigration in California specifically. Most of them used neutral terms towards immigrants, such as undocumented or unauthorized. However, about 13% and almost all of the news sources that they searched used dehumanizing terms towards immigrants, such as illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, and just illegals. It was also found in their research that none of the 2,500 articles they looked at had anything to do with the health and well-being of the individual immigrants, and nothing to do with their opinions. It was mostly agenda pushing for both sides, and really didn't have anything to do with the immigrants themselves, but only the issue of immigration.
Wow, wasn't that weather report and commercial break helpful and informative? As you can see, there are many different ways that immigration is represented in the media, including the conservative side, which believes we should have closed borders and strict immigration laws, and the liberal side, which believes we should have more open borders and be more considerate of the immigrants themselves. I guess you just have to be careful where you look, kids, and that is wiggity wiggity neutral. Thanks for watching the news. This has been Immigration on the News.